assassination of the leader of Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, has sparked fears that the Middle East will again be engulfed in a serious tension. To get more information in terms of what transpired and Hamas' reaction, I will be joined by the spokesperson of Hamas on international relations, particularly focusing on East and also Central and Southern Africa, that is Mr. Emad Saber. Mr. Emad Saber, thank you for your time. Let's look at what transpired early hours of this morning, Central African time. What is the reaction of Hamas?
Thank you. Firstly, I offer my condolences to all the three people around the world for the martyrdom of the Palestinian leader Ismail Haniyeh, the head of the movement, Hamas movement, and the former Palestinian prime minister, and who through cowardly assassination operation at the hands of the Zionist war criminals in Iranian capital Tehran this morning. The occupation wants to break the will of the Palestinian and break the will of the movement. But Hamas is an idea, and the martyrdom of the head of the movement and the leader of the movement will not stop the idea. And it will not stop also the Palestinian people until they gain their freedom. Our people have so far sacrificed 40 or more than 40,000 martyrs, including close to 17,000 martyrs, children. And the blood of Hamas leaders is not better, is no better than the blood of the children of Palestinian people. Let's
look at the ceasefire talks. He was part of the team that was, in fact, Qatar is saying that he was the negotiator or mediator. What impact will this have in terms of the ceasefire negotiations?
Israelis proves once again that it's not, they are not interested in negotiations or in finding a political solution for Palestinian or ceasefire. It wants to complete the genocide, killing the civilians, demolished all of Palestine, Gaza, West Bank. So they are not serious from the beginning. Now it seeks to expand the war to include the entire region in this war. And since the first day of this aggression against Gaza, Netanyahu and his government haven't been serious about the negotiations. So we are currently studying the issue of continuing the negotiations with the Israelis, and soon there will be a statement about this.
Well, let's look at Israel. Much as Israel has accepted that it did launch attack in Beirut, in Lebanon, targeting the leader or the commander of Hezbollah, we haven't heard from Israel in terms of the assassination of Hamas leader. How confident are you that the information that you have that Israel is responsible is correct? Because we haven't heard Israel's side of a story.
Yes, usually Israelis, when they killed someone outside of Palestine, they didn't declare about this. They just keep silent. Now investigations are still ongoing regarding the details, but it's very clear that those responsible for this criminal and assassination are Zionist war criminals and Israelis. They don't stop killing people in Gaza, in children, women, in front of all of the people around the world. So we are sure that Israelis, they killed brother Ismail Haniyeh, and they don't respect any laws of countries or international law. So we are sure that the Israelis terrorist army is behind the operation.
Is Hamas going to retaliate?
Actually, the occupation must realize that it opened fire on itself today, not on Ismail Haniyeh. This cowardly operation and will make the Israelis' demise closer. The occupation was defeated on 7th October, and they know that they are defeated on 7th October, and they are trying to give the image of some victory there or there by killing some people. But they lose this war from the first day, and they still losing in Gaza Strip under the Al-Qassam and other factions on resistance on the ground, and they are trying to achieve. They didn't achieve any of their goals from the beginning of this war, and were not able to push Hamas to take over from this. We are continuing under the siege, fighting for more than about nine months until now. So
the fighting has led to many people dying on both sides. And South Africa and other countries are saying a peaceful solution must be found, because war cannot be a solution.
Yeah, but they are not serious about the negotiation. How you are being serious about negotiation, then you are killing the people, the person who are talking to you for the ceasefire. They are not serious about that from the first day. They are using a trap and many of lies about the things and about how they can killing more than 40,000 Palestinians on the Gaza. How when they killing more than 17,000 of children on Gaza, how they are be serious about the negotiation. So we are know that Israelis, they don't accept. They consider Palestinians as animals, as not human. From the first day, many of Israelis ministers saying that on the media. So how they can be serious about that in ceasefire? So they need the time. They need the time, and now they are trying to expand the war to entire of region, to Lebanon, to Iran, to other area, because they have a lot of problem inside the government, Netanyahu government, and using the Palestinian people to resolve their problem.
And finally, where to from here? What can we expect from Hamas side in terms of the funeral arrangements of your leader?
Look, there is now we are talking about people, civilians killing every day, every hour. There are children and women killing. So we need to stop that. Israelis don't respect any international, any laws, any countries, and unfortunately, a lot of countries in West they are stand with Israel in this aggression against the Palestinian. Before Ismail Haniyeh martyrdom, just a few days, he called for August 3rd to be the day for solidarity and support the Palestinian people. So we called the all free people around the world to make this day, 3rd of August, to be the day of solidarity with Palestinians in Gaza and West Bank now. And we ask the people to make this day is a milestone day in solidarity with Palestinians, because there is no hope, unfortunately, with the community, international community. They didn't stop. South African, they make we saw all of us what did they do with the code, but there is no response until now. The people, they are still dying every hour. The people, they don't find something to eat or to drink. So we ask the all people to activate the solidarity with Palestinian people, and we believe that we will achieve the victory. We believe we'll achieve the victory in this time, even despite with difficult time, but we will win in this struggle.
Thank you, sir, for your time. That was the international spokesperson of Hamas in the East, Central, and Southern Africa, talking to us about the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh, the leader of Hamas, who was responsible for the talks, particularly in relation with ceasefire. Qatar saying that this assassination is going to affect the talks.